Welcome to Loxton. Here we are again, the fifth time now, 2019, round two of the UniSA Australian HP Super Series. We're about, 15, 17 minutes away from the start of this big one here. It's a beautiful morning, a little bit of cloud coming in now. 3 degrees when we first started. Behind me, 119 teams. The mayor is behind the camera, and you can see a lot of activity here. We're gridding up. Let's go for a walk here. The pictures and sounds brought to you by Floodlight Media. You can come straight through, Em. This vehicle here, Team Relentless, number 1. Oh, wow, what a race last time when they were here. An absolute blind of a race, a bit of heartbreak as well. Where the camera is standing right now, there will be another 2 teams here, and alongside these guys will be the team that won it in Mount Gambier. It is going to be an absolute crackerjack. Behind us, all of these teams, as I said, there's colour and excitement everywhere. Check out these socks, will you? Right around the world, these socks are superb. Well done. Let's go for a walk and see what we've got happening here. Keeping the cabin cool is a very important thing to do, as these vehicles get very warm in the sunshine. Now, it's an amazing thing, this cloud behind the camera here, I was talking to the mayor literally 5 minutes ago, not a cloud in the sky, and there is this sweeping cloud over here. Not sure that it will bring rain, but it will bring a little bit of reprieve for the warmth on this track. Meant to be 19 degrees today. Here we are, guys. Now, it's nice and relaxed here. Everyone's quite excited, but soon we will be clearing this grid and we'll be racing. Like I said, it's round 2. Round 1 was an absolute belter 6 weeks ago in Mount Gambier. Round 2 here in Loxton, they've shut down the main streets. The trucking route from Adelaide to Victoria has been changed. They shut them down, so the B-double trucks, the big trucks, have to take an alternative route so we can use this track. Let's go for a run down here. We'll see if we can. You just grab so much atmosphere. There's a lot of excitement. We'll talk to some of the riders too. Look at this guy in his cabin already. We'll have a bit of a peek. He's settling in. It's from Fast Cats Racing at Modbury. How are you feeling down there?
A little nervous.
A little bit of nerves is good. We're about 4 or 5 rows back. We'll head down here. Come on, Em. Let's go through. We'll make this hard for you. Hey, look at this fella here. Are you racing today?
Yeah, I am, mate. Yeah.
When?
Today sometime.
He's in the Masters categories. It's not just a school kid thing.
No, I've been jump shop for a change, mate. I'm going with these guys for...
Oh, not in the Masters.
No,
he's with Moss Rocker. Oh, fantastic. Let's hear it. Moss Rocker! You should hear him when he really tries. Good on you. Let's head down here. Come on, Em. We're still good. We're still clear. This biohazard bike here, there is so much atmosphere. There's stereos inside this one. They've got a boom box inside this one. This is Water Racing, one of the many. You guys with Whipstick, your vehicle is one of the fastest around. How you feeling?
Keen.
Very keen?
Yeah.
There's a camera around there. You got any people watching from home?
Probably, Mum and Dad.
Oh, you want to say hello to Mum and Dad?
Not really.
Come on, let's go. Thanks for that. That was really good. Unrehearsed, can you believe? Can you believe? Here's Team Focus. Now, here we go. This is a... Hello, mate. How are you? We'll just talk here. How you travelling?
We're going to take the oldest bike and just cream it. Just send it.
Absolutely going to send it here. That's going to be fantastic. Good luck. Come down here, Em. So Team Focus is in here. Look at a slick unit, this. An absolute slick unit. These guys all around. Some of the girls' teams I want to head down to as well. Shane Strudwick's over here. Shane, just tell us quickly your expectations for today.
Just a good, clean race, and just enjoy it, and just to enjoy the event. So, yeah, well, obviously we're aiming to as best as we can.
Fantastic. Let's head down here. Let's go. Let's go. Concordia College is here. One of the lady riders here. You're from Trinity Lutheran College.
Yeah.
Right across the border. How are you travelling?
Well, we're going well so far. We've got everything organised, so we're pretty confident at the moment.
This is Firestorm, their vehicle here. Well, good luck. I'm forgetting which microphone to use. There's so many. I've got 4. You want one?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's get going. We're going to have the national anthem very soon, but we've got time for a bit more. Just to give you an idea, Em, can we have a look down the the road here. Right down there, 119 teams. That leads towards the river. How spectacular a view is that to see all of these teams? Give us a wave, guys. You're on international TV. Good on you, guys. Yep, let's head down here and see if we can grab some more teams. Oh, and you can see all the shops are still open. Isn't that wonderful that they keep all the shops open here? For those of you who aren't in Australia, you might see some posters up on the Stobie poles as well. The election is coming up, the federal election, so that's a big bit of news here in Australia. This team here, Extreme, is all set. You've got your rider in yet? Yeah. Yep, you're all in there. Who's the team boss? Who's the captain? Who's going to talk? Come on over here and talk to me. Come on. Okay, you're on the World Wide Web right now. What's your name?
Sarah.
What do you tell your team? What do you tell them on a morning like this?
The most important thing is to go out there, stay focused, have fun. We're a big family, we're a big community, and we are proud of them regardless of how fast they go and what they finish.
All right, well, that's a very common attitude amongst many. Towards that end of the grid, though, bit of an earthquake happening here with the camera. Towards the front end of the grid, it does matter whether they win or not. You guys have got a personal best to beat?
Amongst themselves, they've got a bit of friendly competition amongst team members, but really we just want to get out there and ride the best race that we can.
Good on you. Well, thank you very much for that. All right, we've got a couple of minutes here. Come on, let's head down. Let's see what have we got here. What's this? Let's go, Penny.
Oh, yeah, Penny! Penny's got to win.
Who's Penny?
Oh, Penny is our coach in the girls team for Chaos Racing, and she's the best.
Hey, go Penny. Go Penny. Penny's number one. Yeah, let's go Penny. Let's go Penny. All right, let's head through here. Emily from Floodlight Media. We're about halfway down the grid now, and we're not going to make it to the end. There are 119 teams spread 4 deep, so you can do the maths here, about 27, 28 rows. I'm sure you're right to me, 30 rows. There you go. Hello, guys. They want us to come say hello. Manham Community College is here. Hello, Manham. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very, very good. You're always a happy team. Whenever I see you, always, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, very excited to be here today. Our first race for the year, so we're keen to go. Yep.
Fantastic. Isn't that great? Well, good luck. Good luck down there as well. It's going to be a big, big race here. 6 hours. Six big hours. We'll head up to the front. We've got the national anthem very shortly. Let's go on the other side here. Em will come through. One of the all-girls teams as well from Fast Cats. On the World Wide Web, would you like to be broadcast? Come on, turn around here. Here's the face of Prix right here, or some of them. Hello, everyone. Go Fast Cats, yeah?
Yes, Fast Cats and Pink Panther.
Yep, we've always said that. Come on, let's go. The shops are open, the shoppers are out there thinking, what the hell's going on here? It's round 2 of the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series. Not far to go now. National anthem about 5 minutes away. And this weather has suddenly changed. Isn't this a bizarre turn here to see these clouds suddenly? When we started this broadcast, there wasn't a cloud over us. Now that the whole sky is full of it. And there's a little bit of coolness in the air as well. Probably good riding conditions here for that. We're at the front end of the grid again. And here we go. I want you to meet Ironbark, the team that won in an absolute thriller in Mount Gambier 6 weeks ago. This was an absolute belter. Just watch the curb here. This is Ironbark. Now, they broke the hearts of Team Relentless last time. This team, such a gun set of riders here. Geordie, come over and talk to me. There have been so many close races between you and Team Relentless. Today, we expect nothing less.
Oh, we just got to keep it exciting for the crowd, I think. No, it's not our preference, but I think it makes it good racing for everyone. Yeah, I'm sure today will be another big challenge.
Well, it'll be a massive challenge, I think. How important is the first, say, 5-6 laps? Is it important in the scheme of things, or where do you sort of pace your race?
If we're in 30th after the first 6 laps, I honestly don't mind. It's at the end of the 6 hours is where we're aiming for. Obviously, you get your gun riders at the start that go for their hero laps, we call it. But yeah, we sort of go for the overall. So I dare say by the first corner, you'll see us in about 10th spot. You'll have a lot of people overtaking us, and then I'd say after about 20 minutes, have a look then where we are.
We're going to go on a rolling lap with the pace car. We'll actually do that while you're on the rolling lap. We'll take. We pre-recorded something here. Just looking at the track, Geordie, as you come up the hill, a little while after a few laps, your legs start to burn, don't they?
Yeah, it's one of the more challenging tracks of the year. So we race in Bendigo as well, which has a hill, but yeah, these compare pretty well. It's actually after the roundabout here, it kicks up a little bit more, and that's where we struggle most because you're still climbing from the bottom corner. You've still got a bit of speed from the bottom corner, but after you go around the roundabout, it kicks up again, which, yeah, that's probably the slowest part of the track for us. And then we just tell our guys, get to the hill, the downhill, put in a few big efforts and just roll.
Okay, well, we'll leave you there, Geordie. Thanks for your time. There are about 3.5 minutes now till the national anthem. Please clear the grid. Please clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. Only riders and their vehicles can remain. Please clear the grid. Please clear the grid. Only riders and their vehicles can remain. Let's clear the grid. One of the hardest things to do here is clear the grid. Our special flag waver, is she here? Hello, we'll meet you in just a moment. Actually, we'll grab Laurie now. Laurie Filkey, good morning to you, Laurie. How are you?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you.
We're broadcasting at the moment in the on the webcast here.
Great.
You've
Excellent.
been a Loxton resident and someone involved in the community for like
70 years. I was 70 yesterday, so
Were you
there we
really?
go. Happy birthday to
Happy
me.
birthday to this young lady here. How wonderful is that? 70
Thank you.
yesterday.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say this. When I looked over, because I knew the age of our flag waver, and I saw you, and I thought, well, why is she holding the flag? So I didn't know it was you.
Oh,
so,
you're sweet. Thank you.
Oh,
Love
smooth.
it. Keep it coming.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Now, what does it mean to you, Loxton?
Loxton,
And the Riverland?
probably everything, because I've been here all my life, and this year I was nominated or awarded Citizen of the Year for Loxton, so that is really special. I think I grew up in a family that were all volunteers and followed my dad's footsteps, and it's been really great, the things I've managed to do in Loxton. Being a farmer's wife, it was frowned on years ago to have a work outside the farm, so of course you took up volunteering, and that was acceptable. So I've enjoyed everything that I've been involved in, and especially the community in Loxton. It's a small community, but it's quite vibrant and
We love
very
being
friendly.
here.
Oh,
We love
glad.
being here.
We love having you here.
For the shops to be open and everything, the town to have us and embrace us like this is really wonderful. Now, as you can see, they've now cleared the grid. I'll leave you be. They'll go on a rolling lap, and when they come around the next time, that's when you're waving the flag, Laurie. So, very hard to control these microphones. Okay, let's have a look at this now. Let's have a bit of a peek at what's happening behind me here. Look at this. Look at this. How wonderful is that? What a sight here. 119 vehicles here. The camera is almost directly on the start-finish line here. The pace car, thanks to River Ford, is sitting here now as well. We're almost set. Almost set. Not quite, but almost. Just waiting for race control now to talk to me and make sure that we are clear here. And I'll just ask them that now. This is the behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't get to hear very much. Not yet, David Knight, not yet. Event 1, race 1. Do we have clearance for the national anthem? No, we're being told 1 minute. We're being told 1 minute. Okay, so this is what happens from here. We'll have the national anthem, then we'll have the rolling lap. These guys will not ride in anger for another 1.408 kilometres. They'll go around this track, and once they come around here again in the main street of Loxton, then they'll be pushing it. They'll go across here, and 6 hours later, they will be absolutely done. We are being told we are good to go. David Knight, that is your cue. Ladies and gentlemen, clear the drum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, distinguished guests, of course, please be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem. We're going to go around the track right now. This is what the riders are about to see. Fastest part of the course here. It's a bit of freewheeling. You can rest your legs. You can line up. The trick is, the faster you go, the earlier you brake, because this is a mean straight. It seduces you into going as fast as you can, but down the end, it's like this absolute hook. And you've got to be very, very careful here. A lot of the teams, as you can see, walking the track. This is a little bit early. This is about 45 minutes ago that you're seeing this as the teams go around in their rolling lap here. They'll head down towards this big turn here, past the sign that says Berry and Renmark. We're 20 from Berry and 40 from Renmark. You know, you can't bring your own fruit into this region. It's a big fruit fly risk. So this is a very, very precious area to South Australia here. Okay, down we head. We've got about 110, 120 to go until this big right hook. And this is a tricky spot on the track. An absolute blinder of a corner. Now you'll see the line that Craig, our driver, takes here. He'll go fairly wide, which is what the really experienced riders will do. And you can see they've moved the fence out to allow this. Now this is new. It's only last year they did this. They moved the fence out to allow for that movement like Craig's doing now, so you can cut across the apex of the track here. There's a man who works for the ambulance. He wants to see what it's like to be a patient. We're just stopping to give him his radio here. Now this corner here, have a look at this. Hay bales on the left, because it is a tricky corner. You've been going full crack down here and you've gone wide. If you don't take this corner right, and some teams will come to grief here, then you will find yourself into the fence. And a lot of people come here with their cameras for the drama of it all. It's a tricky corner to overtake on. But where you'll find is around here, whoever's got the best momentum out of the corner, they'll use this really well. Now I, as a rider, would not like this part of the course very much in about 100 metres. It's already starting to go slightly uphill, but it gets much, much more cruel. And this is where the legs start to burn, especially 2 or 3 times around. You're starting to really hurt. So they're pushing towards this big hill here, and then there's the big roundabout where they shut it down. This is the B-double route where the trucks go, and at 4 o'clock this morning the council shuts it down. The big trucks delivering goodies to Melbourne and Sydney have to go a different route, and we get this track for the day, and we are getting a warning bell. What's that for? It doesn't matter. Let's keep going and see what happens. We've got about 100 metres to this big roundabout. Now this is where the burn really happens. Your quads are starting to really scream at you here, and this is where a lot of teams just start to taper off. This is, if you're going to lose time on a lap, this is where you'll do it a lot of the time. So here towards the roundabout we'll go, and this nice right turn on this spectacular big roundabout that enters the town is going to take us into the main street of Loxton, past the commentary box. We'll give these guys a bit of a honk here. Yes, we will. That works for me. We left that fairly late. So this roundabout here looks spectacular when the vehicles are going around it, and on this rolling lap as well. It's a beautiful sight and a photographer's dream We'll head down past Riverland Ford where this beautiful vehicle is from. There it is right in front of us now. If you want a special, we've got some hats to give away today too. If you want to have a check of the cars. G'day guys! Hey! A lot of excited kids here today. Now we're in the main street. Still uphill, still going uphill, so that's a few hundred metres of uphill here. And then over the crest. Now see the shops on the left? They're all open today. And people will be sitting there reading their newspapers, having a coffee and a pasty, some beautiful local fare here. Head down here into a very tight 90-degree turn. This is a tough one. If you don't, it's all about line with these corners because the corners are quite sharp. There's no sort of meandering stuff like at Murray Bridge, for example, or at Mount Gambier. So this is a big 90-degree, and then an even sharper one. You've got a very short space here, probably about 5 metres across. We're now in the start straight again. This is where they grid it up. You can see the grid marks on the right of the road here. And we'll head up towards the finish line. This here now, this rolling lap about to finish, they'll head up to here and then it will be race on for 6 hours for round 2 of the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series for 2019. That's what the track looks like. That's what the riders see. Thank you very much to the guys from Riverland Ford for taking us around. There you go, we'll get to the race now.
Teachers and also the parents travel long distances, and it costs a lot of money for them to follow their children that around all parts of Australia to for these functions. But without them, it wouldn't work. So
here comes. Sorry, Leon, to interrupt you, but here comes our lead machine. There is some lapping going on. Tri-Sled taking an interesting line, and the Hornet leads. Oh wow! Ironbark second, Relentless third, Matrix fourth. One of the Trumps in fifth, didn't catch the name, 26th, then Whipstick. Unhinged has dropped back to 7th. So already, Leon, they're mixing it up. The flag, let's give Laurie Filkey, let's give Laurie Filkey a massive round of applause. Citizen of the Year. She's been around on this planet for a deceptively long time, it seems. That's amazing. Good on you, Laurie. Our flag waver for today. I'll tell you a bit about Laurie. I'll get back to my notes in just a moment. Leon, you were saying?
Yeah, no, certainly it's a big ask for the schools and also the parents and all the fundraising they have to do all during the year to get these machines on the track and travelling around. And it's certainly good for our economy here. People come in, they spend money, the caravan park goes full, shops do a good trade doing that. So yeah, we get behind it. And think it's certainly a very worthwhile event, and also it showcases our town and our area, our region, for people outside of South Australia.
Fantastic. Well, we're happy to be here, and well done to our flag waver. Good on you, Laurie. Well done.
Thank you very much.
What was that like? Yeah? Fantastic. Yeah. I'll tell you all about Laurie in a little while. I've got some notes here. So there you go. There's the start of the 2019 race in Loxton. It is round 2 of the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series. How good was that? Absolutely stunning stuff to see here for our wonderful start to this race.
Just go down, have a gentle talk to them and just say, hey, look, we're not picking you up at the start. We don't care. See that? See how he's going through the corners fast, but not going so well.
I always look behind me for corners just in case. Yeah, that's right. That's fun. That was fun. Oh, that was like a walking one. And I just like kind of thank you a little bit. Yeah. Oh, thank you. People out there. Accelerate. Go, Tom. Some people are clueless. I'm not sure if that's right.
Probably still on that.
They got black flag. What, did you guys see Angus?
Yeah. There was that one.
You know when they're in?
I didn't see. They don't do many stops. They don't do so that they
When did they?
so what you guys? A little bit on the other side. Raise them up and then on the other side. So you'll see that.
Jack and I will walk up there.
Go on then.
Good view here from the bottom. This is at the bottom of the main straight. See how the vehicles are moving to the right of your screen? That's a new addition to the track from last year. They found that a lot of teams weren't taking the corner correctly. That allows them to take the apex much more neatly, and a lot of teams employing that. I know I certainly would. Now, if you'd like to be part of our broadcast, we'd love to have content from your team. If you see a story developing, if you've got something of interest, as on your screen now, this is how you do it. You go to wetransfer.com, select add your files and upload, email your info at floodlightmedia.com.au, put in your email address, tell us the team name, the driver, the time it was filmed, the description of the event filmed, and then click transfer. Now, as you can see, no more than 30 seconds, under 2 gig. Don't send any footage after the race is finished. We want it during the race. What we'll do then is we'll come down to you and see if we can generate a story. We want some views from inside bikes, from inside pits. You're our eyes and ears out there. Let us know what's happening. Again, check that out. Take a screenshot if you're on your phone right now. Just go to wetransfer.com, add your files, email to info@floodlightmedia.com.au, put in your email address, give us some context, and then click transfer. That's as easy as that. You can be part of this massive broadcast thanks to Floodlight Media. And so there you go. It's about 20 past 10 here now in South Australia. At 11:45 local time, so just under 90 minutes from now, we'll return with more of the Floodlight live stream here from Loxton. It's round 2 of the UNESA Australian HPV Super Series. Now, you heard earlier Geordie from Wattle Racing say it didn't matter what happened in the first few laps. At the moment, teams just finding their groove. We'll get more of an idea at 11:45 as to the patterns of this race. A lot of categories to discuss, whether it's the front runners or the primary schoolers. There's a lot that's still happening. Here's David Knight. David Knight here is he's waved the flags the most commonly in the Pedal Prix races. Dave, how are you?
Good, thank you, Paul. Good to be here.
Yeah, good. You missed out this morning because the Citizen of the Year beat you, but do you want to say hi to your kids while you're here?
Hello, Tessa and Audrey, if you're watching. Be good to Mum.
Yeah, be good to Mum. And you be good to Mum as well till we return here at Loxton in just under 90 minutes' time. My name's Paul Richards. We'll see you very shortly. Come back and join us again at 11:45 local. This is Loxton 2019.